book up wide and meet adventures that wait for you. Live and learn and laugh and play whenever your dream comes true. You could swim along the river all the way to the sea. You could fly up in the sky above the clouds and trees. You could plant a flower garden up on top of the moon. You could swing through the jungle all afternoon. Wherever our story takes us, I can't wait to see. Yes, friends, come and read with me. It's Online Storytime.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Online Storytime at your Grand Rapids Area Library. I'm Miss Tracy.
I'm Teacher Missy.
And if you hear that noise, they're just drilling on the building. And we were just going to ignore it. Okay. Hey Teacher Missy, before we start talking about that really fun thing we're going to talk about, you want to sing?
That is a fun thing.
It is?
Yeah, let's sing.
Okay, Storytime friends. I'm sorry.
I could use a little tunage.
Okay,
yeah,
there we go.
Little pick-me-up.
Storytime friends, would you sing with us? All right, here we go. And remember, if you don't want to clap your hands, you can clap whatever you've got. Clap your knees, clap your eyes, clap your head, whatever. Here we go. If you want to hear a story, clap your hands. If you want to hear a story, clap your hands. If you want to hear a story, if you want to hear a story, if you want to hear a story, clap your hands. And I do want to hear a story. So Teacher Missy, what do you want to talk about?
Well, check out this guy. Is he just like the cutest?
I think that's a robot.
It is a robot. I thought for a minute it was a squirrel, but it's not a squirrel. No, not a squirrel. It is a robot, and he's got all these cool parts on him. So little antennas and funny little things on his hands. I wonder what he does with those hands.
I wonder. So, Teacher Missy, are robots alive? Like
No.
we're alive?
No, they're not alive, but they can move with electronics that are programmed into them.
Sure, so people build robots.
Right, they build them.
And they build them to move.
Right.
But they're not alive.
They're not alive.
No. Okay. So why do people use robots?
Well, they can be very helpful in doing some tasks that are hard for people or monotonous or, just might make it go quicker. And I think they're used in a lot of areas. I'd like to have one at my house that would vacuum for me. Don't have that one yet, but.
When Teacher Missy and I were young, there was a cartoon on called The Jetsons.
Yes.
And the Jetsons had a maid called Rosie, and she was a robot.
And she looked a lot like this.
That's right, she did. They led us to believe that we would all have robot maids by this time, but we don't.
No. And Rosie did a lot.
Yeah.
She did a lot of work for the Jetsons. So.
She was very helpful.
Yeah, she was very helpful. We all wanted a Rosie.
But I love thinking about robots and all the things they do, because most of the things that are made today, that are manufactured, there's robots helping that process along.
Yes, they are.
Because robots can work around the clock and people can't.
Right.
So yes, there's a lot of robots in use today. Hey, Teacher Missy, do you have any good stories about robots?
I just might, Miss Tracy. Wow, it sounds like we have a robot in the background.
It does.
Miss Tracy, check this out.
Oh, that looks like a robot dog.
It does, doesn't it? What a fun idea to have a robot dog. This is called Spacebot. That's what this is called, so that must be a Spacebot. Written and illustrated by Mike Twoey, and it comes to us from Simon & Schuster. And we're going to find out about Spacebot. Let's see what that means. Well, late at night, distant light. There's a big light up there. We can't sleep. Beep, 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 beep. Something strange. Feel a change. Look at all the things that are in the kitchen. And they can't sleep. House looks up. So does Pup. getting bright. Scary night. Oh, look at the poor dog. Shakes with fear. Almost here. Rumbling sound coming down. What could it be? Pup won't go. UFO! That means unidentified flying object. Comes down hard and it shakes the yard. Opens wide. Peeks outside. Look at, there is somebody peeking right there. Wow! Yippee! You're like me. Pup is going up the ramp to greet what's coming out. Well, can we play? Oh, walks away. Bow, wow, wow. Beep, 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 pow. Here's a cheer. Spacebot's here. All the little appliances are so happy to see Spacebot. Well, you're like us. What a fuss. Oh, Pup's left out. He starts to pout. Look at, he feels kind of sad, doesn't he? Points to the sky. We can fly. Look at them all. There goes the toaster. Loop-de-loop, beep-beep, boop. Vacuums cloud. Whirls real loud. Misbehaves. Microwaves. Look at this. From below. Time to go. Wonder where he's going. Everyone, fun is done. Gadgets glide back inside. Up and down, still on the ground. Walks by Pup, climbs on up. There he goes. Is he going back to the spaceship? That's what it looks like. Beep beep, catch. Closes hatch. Fits my nose. My ball glows. Starts to lift. Special gift. Look at dog. It's coming off the ground. Bow, wow, wow. Beep, beep, pow. Look at him. He's flying around up there. I think he's excited. To the moon. Come back soon. There he goes. With his beautiful red nose. Well, that could be fun.
Hey, Storytime friends. Hey, Teacher Missy.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to do a flannel board?
Oh, I love the flannel board.
Flannel board.
Flannel board.
Oh, I love the
Flannel board.
we can play all day.
We can.
We just made that up. Yep, right now. Okay, so if you notice, I have some robots. Would you count them with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now these robots are playing around this thing. The word on this thing says oil, and that's an oil can. And robots that are all metal, they need to get oiled every now and again, otherwise they could stop. So robots like to be around oil cans. And the other thing that we know about robots, because we talked about it earlier, is that robots shouldn't get wet. So let's see what happens with 5 noisy robots. Okay? Here we go. Oh, I will give Teacher Missy some words here. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see what's going to happen with our noisy robots. 5 noisy robots ran all around an oil can, trying to keep their joints all free. Creak, squeak. One felt a drop of rain and did not want to remain. Now there are 4 robots that ran. Creak, squeak. Oh, yeah, you don't want to be around the rain. How many robots are left? We got 4. 4 noisy robots ran all around an oil can, trying to keep their joints all free. Creak, squeak. One felt a drop of rain and did not want to remain. Now there were 3 robots that ran. Creak, squeak. That was kind of funny because I got confused. But if you had 4 robots and we take 1 away, then we are left with 3 robots. Okay. 3 robots. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Should we start that one over?
Let's do it.
Okay, because they're not just robots, they're noisy robots.
Right.
And how many do we have? 1, 2, 3. 3 noisy robots ran all around an oil can, trying to keep their joints all free. Creak, squeak. One felt a drop of rain and did not want to remain. Now there are 2 robots that ran. Creak, squeak. Ooh, wonder if rain's gonna get the other 2. How many do we have left? That's right, we have 2. What are they gonna do? They're still running around that oil can. 2 noisy robots ran all around the oil can, trying to keep their joints all free. Creak, squeak. One felt a drop of rain and did not want to remain. Now there is 1 robot that runs. Creak, squeak. Oh man, I wonder if he's gonna get rained on. 1 noisy robot ran all around an oil can, trying to keep their joints all free. Creak, squeak. 1 felt a drop of rain and did not want to remain. Now there are no robots that ran. Creak, squeak. But here we go. Something's going to change. I think the weather's going to change, just like the weather has changed around here. There we go. All robots have gone inside to find a place to hide from the rain falling from the sky. Creak, squeak. But now that the sun is out, the robots will run about, having fun on a bright and sunny day. No squeaks. And there they are. Boy, they saved themselves from the rain, didn't they?
They did.
They did. They were smart to go inside. Hey, thanks for playing.
Well, check this out, Miss Tracy.
Oh. There's a robot by a pond.
I think he's by the pond, and I don't know what he would be doing there. Do you think robots can swim?
I don't think so.
I
don't
wouldn't
think it'd be
imagine.
good for robots.
No, I don't think it would be good for robots. This is called Little Robot Alone. So he's kind of got to be alone, and this was written by 2 people, Patricia McLaughlin and Emily McLaughlin Clarist. And the pictures were done by Matt Phelan. And it comes to us from Houghton Mifflin. Lots of books come to us from them. Little Robot Alone. I wonder why he's so alone. Let's find out. Little robot lived in a white house on a green hill by a blue pond. Every morning he put on his tracks, one by one, tight and strong, rolling, strolling all day long. He charged his battery, zippity zappity, crickety crackety, hum, hum, hum. And he sang his cheerful breakfast song. Oats with oozy oil are yummy, slipping slowly down my tummy.
I like that song.
Yeah, that's kind of a good song. Little robot had a peaceful life. He watched the birds fly over his white house. He watched the squirrels race on that green hill. And he watched the fish splash in the blue pond. But he felt alone. One night, little robot dreamed of a smooth, shiny shape. When he woke in the morning, he had an idea. First, he put on his tracks, one by one, tight and strong, rolling, strolling all day long. He charged his battery, zippity zappity, crickety crackety, hum, hum, hum. Yeah, I think they're charging the battery right now. He sang his cheerful breakfast song. Oats with oozy oil are yummy, slipping slowly down my tummy. Oats are yummy with oozy oil? I'm not sure what that is. Then little robot began. Here's my bag and oily rag, pegs, glue, where are you? Battery, screws, a handy wrench, I'll put them on my workbench. Little robot bent the metal into a shape. He used a screwdriver to attach the ends. He worked and worked and worked. He's quite busy, that robot. Finally, on his bench was something smooth and shiny. It had 4 wooden legs and a button. Little robot pressed the button. Nothing. Little robot pressed the button again. Nothing. Little robot thought hard. He had more to do. He rolled to his bag of treasures and he found 2 bright marbles, some soft wool, and a small broom. Then he worked and worked and worked. Little robot, took a breath. He added tracks and squirted them with oil, one by one, tight and strong, rolling, strolling all day long. He charged the battery. Zippity zappity, crickety crackety, hum, hum, hum. His new thing shook. The broom wagged. Little robot jumped back. Oh my goodness. He pressed the button. What do you think is going to happen? He pressed the button. And his new thing leaned over and licked little robot on his smooth metal cheek. Can you talk? Said little robot softly. Woof, it said. Little robot reached out and patted the smooth, shiny body. Oh, welcome home, he whispered. My friend. He looks pretty happy, doesn't he? Little robot robot rolled outside. "Little dog is here," he called out. The birds flew down to see. The squirrels on the green hill came close. The fish in the blue pond had to look. Little dog sniffed the air. He watched the birds. He wagged his broom tail. And the squirrels and the fish all watched. As the stars came out, little robot and little dog rolled into their white house and under a moonlit quilt. "Good night," little dog whispered little robot. His friend was already asleep. "Sleep happy, sleep well, until the night's end, my good little dog, my good little friend." I think he's not lonely anymore.
I think he got it from
He did. So little robot isn't alone now.
Hey, story time, friends. Teacher Missy.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody want to wave a scarf?
Oh, let's scarf, scarf, scarf.
I so want a scarf today. We'll give Teacher Missy her favorite green scarf.
It's my favorite. Thank you.
She will just be moving it over there. So out of your story time kit, I'd like you to find your scarves. If you don't have a scarf, you can wave a Kleenex. You could wave a sock. You could wave a paper towel. You could wave anything that you had. All right? So we, though, today are going to wave. I'm going to wave my scarf. You ready? We are going to do a scarf warm-up called We Wave Our Scarves Together. Excuse me? Story time, friends. Tiger would like to be our story time friend today. Hello, Teacher Missy.
Good morning, Tiger.
I'm delighted to see you. Hello, Storytime friends. Thanks for letting me play. Oh, Tiger, you are always welcome to play with us. Here we go. Okay, well, now that Tiger's with us, I think we can start. Our first our first scarf song is called We Wave Our Scarves Together. Here we go. We wave our scarves together, we wave our scarves together, we wave our scarves together, because it's fun to do. Oh, wave them up high, wave them down low, wave them in the middle, because it's fun to do. Now, we are going to throw our scarves, remember? We throw our scarves together, we throw our scarves together, we throw our scarves together, because it's fun to do. Throw them up high, throw them down low, throw them in the middle, because it's fun to do. And finally, let's spin.
Oh, yeah.
We spin our scarves together, we spin our scarves together, we spin our scarves together, because it's fun to do. Spin them up high, spin them down low, spin them in the middle, because it's fun to do. Oh, I really like that song. I like singing it, and I like doing the scarves with it. All right, now we are going to do a song called The Robot. And we first are going to talk about the legs of the robot. And what do the legs of a robot do? Yeah, they generally go up and down. Here we go. The legs of the robot go up and down, up and down, up and down. The legs of the robot go up and down as it walks around the room. What does the robot's head do? Our robot's head is going to go side to side. Here we go. The head of the robot goes side to side, side to side, side to side. The head of the robot goes side to side as it walks around the room. Now, a lot of robots have lights on them, and our lights are going to flash. So if you could just flick your scarf like it's going to flash. Here we go. The lights of the robot flash on and off, on and off, On and off, the lights of the robot flash on and off as it walks across the room. And now a lot of robots like this one have antennae on top of their heads. And our antennae are going to go wiggle, waggle, wiggle. Can you go wiggle, waggle, wiggle? Here we go. The antenna on the robot goes wiggle, waggle, wiggle, wiggle, waggle, wiggle, wiggle, waggle, wiggle. The antenna on the robot goes wiggle, waggle, wiggle as it walks across the room. Excuse me. And there we go, my friends. Our robot has made it all the way across the room. Thanks for playing. Hey, Storytime friends, Teacher Missy.
Yes, ma'am.
What a fun day we had today, talking all about robots. We read about our Spacebot, which was really kind of a space dog, I think. Remember, he went off to the moon at the end? And then our little robot Alone, he wasn't really alone by the end. He had a robot dog. And you know what I like to think? I like to think that maybe it was Spacebot. And
Maybe it was Space Dog.
Yeah, probably is not really true, but I like to think about that. And we sang all about our robots trying to avoid the rain, and they finally got to keep dancing around the oil can. But now I think it's time to say goodbye.
I think it is.
Storytime friends, would you sing with us? All right, here we go. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Yes, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Story time is done today. Now it's time to go and play. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. See if you've got a robot at your house.